Hello Battlefield fans, Wild here, and today we've got a very cool topic. Today we're going to talk about the lone wolf tips. That's right, lone wolf tips. That's a very cool thing to do when you play the game. I consider myself a lone wolf. I always work alone and away from my team. And throughout the years I've seen the people got confused on what's really being a lone wolf, and they turn into something bad. Being a lone wolf is something really good, but people turn it into something bad. So we're gonna correct that. Well, not correct that, but I'm gonna give you some sort of tips. On the stuff that I do in games, and it really works for me. Works for me and for my game style, the game modes that I play and everything. Even though you can apply these ideas to other game modes, that is no problem because I do pretty much the same thing. So you can do the same. So just maybe tweak a little bit here and there, and you'll be able to destroy the enemy, with less effort. So the first thing to do when you're being a lone wolf is to have a plan. You need to have a plan. You need to have an idea. What are you going to do? I mean, even if it's a little idea, but you need to have a plan. That way, you in a way, it's not like I'm crazy about it. Like, I don't know if this is the right word, but like organized. Your your gameplay will be organized. You won't be all over the place, like like an idiot running around from here and there. You have your plan. You have your. Obviously, sometimes the plan needs to change and all that, but those little changes or adjustment, you need to adjust to whatever's going on in the game. That comes throughout the maybe the years, the time you play the game. So you make mistakes and then you learn from them, and then you adjust your game style. So when you happen or when you're in certain situations, you know what to do. But anyways, the thing is to have a little plan of what to do. Maybe you're gonna pick a flank. Maybe your teammates are going to that flank. Well, you pick the other one. You need to have an idea on what to do. What are you going to do there? What's gonna be your job? What's gonna be your objective besides the game objective, unless you're playing TDM. So anyways, once you have your plan, once you have your idea, once you have everything visualized in your head what you're going to do, you need to pick the right kit for the job. And this is very important here because well, I don't know your skill level. A lot of us are better than others and worse than others. Probably you're better than me, I'm better than the other guy, and so on. It's like a chain. So it's no shame. Nobody here is pro. Nobody here is like invincible. So but some people have better skills than others. Some people have different skills with maybe guns and certain things to do. So you pick your kit, and according to your skill level, this is very important. According to your skill level, not to your ego. Don't lie to yourself. Probably you're not that good and you say, "Hey, I'm good anyway." No, you know what? If you're not that good, just be honest. Be honest with yourself. You don't have to tell me how good or bad you are. It's just with yourself. So once you pick the kit, and I'm gonna put myself as an example. If you watch any of my videos, you can see that I tend to survive or stay alive a little longer, than other people. So that's why I'm able to get more kills than deaths in my gameplays. So for me, for my game style, for my skill level, for my game plan, for everything, support is the one that fits, or like it's perfect for me. Support, because I stay alive longer, so I shoot more people. I want to have ammo all the time and my grenades and my claymores or C4, whatever I'm using, I need to have it. So for me is that if I was maybe dying a little bit more, I would say, you know what, maybe a medic. Even though I posted some medic gameplay the other day, which is pretty fun, but for the most part I use support for that reason. So once you have that, once you have your plan, once you know what kit you're going to use, you have the plan, you have your idea, then you need to realize that you're gonna be playing the objective by yourself, unless you're playing TDM. That's the job of a lone wolf. You're gonna be going up ahead the enemy, up against, I'm sorry, going up against the enemy by yourself. So you better be good. That's what I'm saying, according to your skill level, because you're gonna be, fighting 2, 3 guys in a row. Sometimes you're gonna kill 1 or 2, sometimes you're gonna kill 3 of them, and it all depends on your tactics and strategy and what your plan is. So, to give an example of maybe a little bit of a plan, well, anything could be a plan. Anything is a plan. Anything's a strategy. So, for example, something as simple as suppressor. Are you going to use a suppressor? You're gonna be a lone wolf. You're gonna be, let's say, you're playing domination, and your teammates are going crazy all over C, and maybe A and B at the flags that maybe they're not paying attention because they want to be aggressive. So, and this is what I do. I'm the guy who always goes back to A and watches B at the same time. I feel comfortable, with my skill level and with my guns, which is always the SG or AK5C or some of those nasty guns, or LMGs, the MG4. So that's the idea. So if you're using a suppressor, you're gonna have to be really close to the enemy. You're gonna have to flank even more, be like a ninja, be like a ghost. They're not gonna see you only in the kill cam. They're not gonna see you. They don't know where you are, but you're gonna be working on those objectives by yourself. So another idea will be maybe using a light machine gun. I posted a couple of days a gameplay, a video called Respect the MG4, where I gave you, I don't know if you watched that one, where I gave you my MG4 super loadout, and you're not gonna do bad with that loadout. It's pretty nasty. Watch the video. So another little tactic will be maybe using the MG4, because you get 200 rounds, and since you wanna be fighting multiple enemies at the same time, having 200 rounds, it's a plus and a huge advantage over the enemy, because you don't have to reload after each kill. So 200 rounds, you can kill like 10 guys without even reloading once. Even more depending on your accuracy, how close you are, or how far you are, from those kills. So 200 rounds, that's a lot, and that's pretty nasty. So those are the plans that I was talking about. Like, how are you going to approach the game? Same thing goes for Rush and Conquest. It's the same thing. You got the objective. How are you gonna go there? Are you gonna flank over here? Are you gonna be more direct? You're gonna be in the middle. Well, you're gonna be pretty obvious in the middle. I mean, things like that. Once you have that, once you got everything set up, I mean, it all comes down a bit with luck as well. If your teams are half decent, makes your job a lot easier, and this and that. But the problem is that throughout the years, people took this lone wolf idea and used it as in, oh, well, you know what, I'm just gonna rack up kills because I'm a lone wolf, so I'm not gonna play the objective. No, that's being a noob, which is totally different. Being a wolf is that you're gonna be working by yourself. You're gonna be working alone, so you better help your team to win, right? Because you're playing the objective. Same thing with TDM. If you're gonna be the lone wolf, you better get some kills. Otherwise you're gonna lose the game. So that's the idea. Being a lone wolf is being smart as well. You need to be smart. You need to be smart. You need to know the pros and cons of using certain guns. The range, how they work with suppressor, without suppressor, and things like that. You need to be a smart player, because being a lone wolf, even though, I mean, to me, and I don't want to be cocky, but it's kind of easy, and this is what I do in pretty much every single one of my gameplays. It's pretty easy, but at the same time, it's difficult, and it was very difficult at first. That's why I'm giving you all these tips, because this is what I've learned through all the years, and playing not just Battlefield, but Call of Duty as well, which I pretty much play the same way in both games. So, once you have everything set up, you're gonna see how the game like opens up like in your head. You're gonna see everything so clearly. It's like, wow, you know what I mean? You're gonna work on those flanks like there's no tomorrow. They're gonna hate you for it. You have a plan, you have an idea on what to do, boom, and you're done. You're gonna win some games, or most of your games, and everything's gonna be nice and easy. But remember, you need to understand you're gonna be working alone. You're gonna be away from your team, so you better capture those flags. You better get those skills, and you better keep that awareness, like super aware, the whole time. right? Because they're gonna be there to save you. If your teammates are gonna be on one side of the map, you're gonna be the other side of the map. Why I do this? Because when you do that, it gives the enemy. I mean, first of all, if the enemy are clustered, let's say they'll figure out that your teammates are going to C, so the whole enemy team concentrates on C. So if you go and steal their flag, you're gonna split their offense or defense, depending how the game is going. So they're gonna say, whoa, whoa, they're gonna be all over here. That they know it's just you. So some guys are gonna come after you. See, and that's when you have to be really aware because they're gonna come after you and try to kill you. So that way you like split up their defense, their offense, and it gives that the feeling of like there's a lot more people on the field than actually is. So they're gonna be like, wow, there's people all over the place. No, it's not. It's just like a bunch of guys on one side, you on the other side, and they think it's more. The advantage of being a lone wolf as well is that your squad mates will respawn on you. Like happened in this gameplay, multiple times. I'm catching a flag, they'll respawn right there. So you also a good spawn point for your squad mates, especially when capturing flags or army name comes. In the case of TDM, a good spawn could help you, flank the enemy and just destroy them, from multiple angles, from every single direction. So this is the one advantage of being a lone wolf. You're gonna be alive longer. Your squad mates are gonna have a good spawn. You're gonna be a good mobile spawn, and you're gonna be always in a good spot. So once you have that, so you have a bunch of the rest of your team on one side, and your squads, and your squad, man, your whole squad will be spawning. Let's say your teammates are on C, and you're on A, so your whole squad is gonna spawn on A. Obviously, some of them are gonna go after the enemy, so that's gonna give that feel of like, wow, these guys are flanking us right now. So it's gonna weaken once again that offense, that defense, and everything's gonna be nice and pretty. This gameplay over here a few times, or multiple times, I was by myself capturing flags. This is what I do: capturing flags, flank the enemy. We had a rough start. The guy that killed me, named Tryhard, I think he left because he couldn't handle the pressure. We turned things around, but everything was pretty good. So being a lone wolf is fun if you do it right. If you do it right, you get a lot of kills and you win games, or you help the team to win games. Because sometimes when you do stuff, when you play the objective, you motivate some of your lazy teammates or squad mates to help you or to do the job. That's what happens. Sometimes you get all these lazy people and nobody wants to do anything. But once a group of people start doing something, they're like, you know what, I'm gonna help him out. You know what, I'm gonna help him out. And there you go, you ended up winning the games. So that's the idea of being a lone wolf. And I hope you enjoy this gameplay, this commentary, and all these tips. And I hope helps you out to get better gameplays and to destroy the enemy. And like the idea is just to get better as a player every day, every time you play. Just get better and better, and you're gonna learn to be better, a better lone wolf with time. If you're not good right now, you're gonna learn, and everything's gonna be nice and nasty. So anyways, once again, thank you for watching. My name is Wildchild, and as always, if you haven't, please check out my channel, the videos, and there's very cool gameplays coming, some fun stuff. uh, you can look forward to very, very interesting stuff. So don't go anywhere, and I'll see you on the next video. Thank you for watching. Later.